Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are live on the YouTube channel. Will the officer please open the court for the morning session?
State of Michigan 36th District Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Miriam Martin Clark is presiding. While court is in session, there's no eating, drinking, smoking. Please adhere to proper courtroom decorum at all times. Good morning, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The court is calling David Quadell Aldridge, case number SP 109-77601. The charge is disorderly conduct. If Mr. Aldridge is in the virtual courtroom, please say your name for the record.
Yes, my name is Mr. David Quadell Aldridge, for the record.
Thank you, Mr. Aldridge. Thank you, sir. All right, court is also calling Lance Deontay Anderson, case number 184124981. The charge is driving while license expired. Count 2 of that same ticket, improper plates, and count 3, driving an unregistered or untitled vehicle. Also 184124991, same defendant, no insurance. SP 8274181, same defendant, driving while unlicensed. Count 2 of that same ticket, driving an unregistered or untitled vehicle.
Pardon
and
me,
count
Judge.
3,
I'm sorry to interrupt you,
improper
Judge.
plates.
Pardon me, Judge. I don't see Mr. Anderson present.
He hasn't checked in, Your Honor.
Oh, he did not? Oh, I'm sorry. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right.
Thomas hasn't either, Your Honor.
Who hasn't?
Rogel Thompson, whatever. Up under Calvin Thomas, he hasn't checked in either.
Okay. All right, thank you. Okay, so the court will strike all references to Mr. Lance Anderson. They were in error. What about Shauna Anderson? Shauna Latrice Anderson, case number SP 3020111.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. And count 2 of that same ticket, no insurance. Ms. Anderson, if you're present, please say your name for the record.
My name is Shanna Latrice Anderson, for the record.
Okay. Thank you very much. I think I'm going to ask for your names before I read your charges to make sure that you're in the virtual courtroom. How about Clara Odi Asari? Clara Odi Asari. Ms. Asari, if you're in the virtual courtroom, please say your name for the record.
Hi, my name is Clara Odi Asari, for the record.
Thank you. And the case number is U436300008. The charge against you, Ms. Asari, is remaining in the park after hours. Also, Lloyd Anthony Taylor. Is Lloyd Anthony Taylor in the virtual courtroom?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, sir, please say your name for the record.
My name is Lloyd Anthony Taylor.
Thank you, sir. Case number U678-71710, Lloyd Anthony Taylor, alcohol-related violation. Also Z7834821, same defendant, violation of the marijuana ordinance. And 095313891, same defendant, open alcohol in a motor vehicle, driver. Those are the charges against you, Mr. Taylor. Is Mr. Warren Taylor in the virtual courtroom?
Yes, I am, Your Honor. Good morning.
Please, thank you, sir. Give me your name for the record, please.
Warren Taylor, Jr.
Thank you, sir. Case number C4740631. Warren Taylor, the charge is no operator's license on person. And also 104601071, same defendant, no operator's license on person. Is Mr. Calvin Thomas in the virtual courtroom?
Sorry to interrupt you, Judge. Can we verify with Mr. Taylor? One looks like a junior. Is
Yes.
both of them?
Mr. Taylor is, I believe that's the same person. Mr. Warren Taylor, are
Yeah.
you a junior, sir?
I'm a junior, ma'am.
Okay, so both tickets are for you. And Mr. Calvin Thomas, is Mr. Calvin
Yeah.
Thomas in the virtual courtroom?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so please say your name.
Calvin Thomas.
Thank you. Case number 144-662-151. And the charge is no operator's license on person. Count 2 of that same ticket is false proof of insurance. Sean Toomer. Is Sean Christopher Toomer in the virtual courtroom? If so, say your name, please, sir. License on person. Count 2 of that same ticket. I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Sean Toomer, Madam Clerk, did Sean Toomer check in? I thought I'd seen him on, oh, Mr. Sean Toomer is on the,
He's on there, Your Honor. He's right there.
where are you, Mr. Toomer?
He's kind of in the dark,
I
but
see
he's
you,
there.
sir, but you need to say your name for the record. Unmute yourself, Mr. Toomer. I cannot hear you, sir. I need to hear you. I cannot hear you.
Turn your audio on, Mr. Toomer.
Okay, I'm going to move on and see if Mr. Toomer can figure it out before we disconnect. Caitlin Trezulny, Caitlin Quinn Trezulny. If Ms. Trezulny is on in the virtual courtroom, please say your name for the record.
Caitlin Quinn Trezulny.
Trezulny, thank you. Case number 162-396-851. Failure to report an accident is the charge. And count 2 of that same ticket. Failure to stop and identify self at a property damage accident. And count 3 of that same ticket, improper license. What about James Earl Turner Jr.? James Earl Turner Jr. If you're in the virtual courtroom, please say your name for the record.
James Earl Turner, the record.
All right, sir. Case number SP 103-59261. Driving while license suspended. Is Shamika Chris Anderson in the virtual courtroom? Oh, Miss Anderson is here for review. Okay, so she wasn't admitted into the virtual courtroom. I know she checked in though, right? At this time, I think she's not in. Okay. If there's anyone who is in the virtual courtroom whose name was not called, other than Mr. Toomer, I think everyone who's in the virtual courtroom answered me. Mr. Sean Toomer, have you figured out how to turn on your audio? Okay, just for the record, for arraignment purposes, the court will acknowledge and take judicial notice that Mr. Toomer does appear to be connected by video. For some reason, he cannot hear me. And your visual, sir, is very dark. So you need to figure this out before you come back for your pretrial. I will need to see you. I will need to hear you. For today, Ms. Sade, please enter your appearance for the record. Who's representing these persons?
For the record, Nicole Sadi, P74238, and I am representing all the defendants in front of the court for arraignment today. Your Honor, we waive the formal reading, stand mute on the charges, and for each defendant, I'll request a personal bond.
All right, thank you. All of these are arraignments on the bench warrant, which means that a court date was missed. So the court will recall the warrants if there are any remaining outstanding warrants. We will enter a not guilty plea for each of you. We will give each of you the pretrial date of June 17, 2021, on which to return. It will be a Zoom connection that date. The same way you connected today, you will connect on June 17, same number, 9 a.m. Please bring any documentation with you that you may want the prosecutor to see to assist in getting you the best deal available. And each of you, the court is giving a personal bond. That means you will not have to pay any money, but you must return on June 17 by Zoom connection. Now, ladies and gentlemen, is there any question before you disconnect from this hearing? Any question?
Can you repeat those dates?
Okay, one at a time.
Yeah. Well, I'm Warren Taylor Jr. And I didn't have a personal bond. I came down, they gave me a $200 cash bond, and
Well,
I
good.
only have one.
We'll continue that bond. It's safe with the court. If you have any fines and costs, they will apply that bond. And if your ticket is dismissed, they will return that bond.
Okay, it was just one more question, John, and I'm through. I only have one offense of the driving with not licensed on persons. You jotted down 2. I only got a case of 1 with the bench warrant on it.
Mr. Taylor, there are 2 here. I don't know, sir. Maybe they found another one. There are 2 charges here of no operator's license on person. They're different ticket numbers. So when you come back for your pretrial, we will sort it out. That may be the reason the clerk asked, not the clerk, but the attorney asked whether you were Warren Taylor Jr., because only one of them had that junior designation. Is your father still living?
No, my father's deceased, Your Honor.
Okay, so when you come back, we'll straighten it out.
Okay, that's all I needed to know. Thank you.
Okay. All right, if there are no other questions, you may disconnect.
Can you repeat those? Can you repeat the dates and the time?
June 17. June 17, 1-7, and that's this year, 2021, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you may disconnect. And Madam Clerk, we can readmit, as soon as these persons have disconnected, we can admit the pretrials and trials into the courtroom.
Okay, Your Honor, I don't think we have any trials. We just have trials and formal hearings.
I've got trials on the docket. I have Apatovsky. You mean these are all civil infractions? There's no insurance, Mr. Tate.
Don't have any pretrial.
Oh, no pretrials. Oh, okay, okay. I have, now this Shamika Anderson, is review. Okay, so no pretrials.
Right.
Okay.
I'm waiting on the rest of them to disconnect. I may have to remove them.
Yeah.
I did have, Tumpkin didn't check in. Michael Tumpkin.
No, he didn't check.
Oh, okay.
And it's past 9:30, so if anyone didn't check in whose officer is here, we can allow that officer to leave.
I believe they all checked in now, so I'm about to admit everyone in here.
And do you have offers for everyone?
I do for all of our trials. I had offers for all the arraignments too. I do. I've got them recorded too.
So I'm going to put all of the trials in one room.
Okay.
Miss Moore.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Sally Moore, how are you?
I am excellent. It's good to see you, Judge.
It's good to see you. Who are you here for?
I have a trial with Alexander Apostolovsky.
Okay, his officer is here. I think he may have an offer
Very well.
Yes, he does.
Okay. Would you like to share that with Attorney Sally Moore? That's one.
Sure, would you like
Who
me to
is
take a
working.
picture of the plea form and text it to you?
That would be fine.
Okay, let me do that. If you want to put your number in the chat to me, I'll send it right now.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ms. Moore, can I have your P number, please?
55851.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, are you ready for me to admit everyone else?
I am. And
Okay.
Ms. Sadie, I want to call you Sade. I don't know why.
I like Sade, so Judge King does that. He calls me Miss Sade.
Does he?
Yes.
There we go.
I want to let everyone schedule for trial in a breakout room with you. So, and Ms. Moore, if you need a breakout room with your client, let me know. I can do that for you as well.
I can communicate with him by phone. It's fine, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what, ladies and